Horror producers have surprised and shocked us throughout the decades, but the situations that occur in making certain films can be a lot scarier. So welcome to Endless Perception Cinema as we explore these 11 unbelievable horror movie facts that will surprise you. Number 1. The Pit and the Pendulum. The swinging pendulum. Outside certain theaters during the 1961 film, a disconcerting blade swung over the heads of passing pedestrians. However, the cardboard pendulum was not as unnerving as the one actor John Kerr faced during filming. Even though director Roger Corman stood in for Kerr as the production crew set up the swinging blade scene, and Kerr placed a steel band around his waist, the sharp metallic-looking blade covered with steel paint had to slash Kerr's shirt without cutting him. Fortunately, the worried, strapped-down actor, who was visibly perspiring, made it through the scene without incident. Number 2. The Birds. Bird attack in the attic. The movie concerns Bodega Bay, which experienced sudden and unexplained bird attacks. To prepare for the attic scene, actor Tippi Hedren had a blood-filled device placed in her hair. Director Alfred Hitchcock told Hedren that the crew would use fake birds. But during production, staff threw live birds at her instead. At the insistence of Hitchcock, she did the takes for this scene over and over for 5 days. During one of these takes, a gull gouged her cheek and barely missed her eye. On the 5th day, Hedren stopped the shoot. She finally fell out from exhaustion, and it was a week before she recovered. Number 3. Rosemary's Baby. A Walk in Traffic. Director Roman Polanski requested that Mia Farrow walk into active traffic with the understanding that no one will hit a pregnant woman. Farrow wore padding indicating how far advanced she was with her demonic baby. Polanski used the handheld camera because no one else would take the risk of standing in active traffic. In this scene, you see the genuine reaction of New York drivers as they swerved to avoid Farrow. Number 4. Night of the Living Dead. Lunch. The film's budget was about $150,000 and shot in black and white.
I'll take good care of her, Helen. She's all I have.
In the scene when Karen Cooper, that's Kieran Schoen, begins to eat her father's corpse,
Karen?
She actually eats the production crew's leftover lunch, which consists of hamburgers or meatball sandwiches smeared with chocolate syrup. Number 5. The Exorcist. The Pole. The shot went as scheduled in the story of demonic possession.
Captain, honey, that isn't very nice.
Until the scene where Linda Blair violently slaps Ellen Burstyn. A crew member pulled too hard on the harness wire that drags Burstyn to the floor. The fall resulted in a permanent spinal injury. The producers left the scene in the movie, which included Bernstein's painful scream, which was real. Number 6. Carrie, the slap. Because director Brian De Palma couldn't get the needed reaction from Chris, Nancy Allen, when she got fake slapped by Miss Collins, Betty Buckley, De Palma asked Allen to actually get slapped by Buckley.
Like hell I will.
With the agreement of both actresses, Allen ended up getting slapped about 30 times to get the proper reaction, which was the very last slap shot. Number 7. Poltergeist. Real skeletons in the pool. Restless spirits inhabit this big-budget horror film. Since real skeletons were cheaper than making fake ones, the production staff used actual human skeletons in the pool scene with JoBeth Williams. The crew also dressed up the skeleton to look like decomposing cadavers, and they bleached the terrifying carcasses. As frightened as Williams appeared during the shooting of this scene, she was unaware that the skeletons were real. She was informed years later by a special effects artist. Number 8. The Shining. The photograph. Since the film's premiere, there's been a controversy about the meaning of why Jack Nicholson's character is in the photograph dated 1921. But the reality is, the man in the original photo was Santos Cassoni, a famous ballroom dancer and teacher in 1920s London. A photographer might have taken the picture at the Piccadilly Hotel in London, England in 1923, but no one has confirmed this. It was confirmed that the retouching artist was Joan Honor Smith. So, the mystery of the true origins of the photo and why Jack Nicholson's character was there in the middle of it continues. Number 9. Candyman. The Bees. During the making of the film, the production crew used 200,000 actual bees. Even though the crew all wore protective suits, nearly all were stung. The stars, Virginia Madsen and Tony Todd,
be my victim,
were defenseless against the bees. In one crucial scene, bees crawled out of Tony Todd's mouth. He wore a dental dam to ensure the bees did not crawl down his throat. And again, all the bees were real. Number 10. Jurassic Park. T-Rex malfunction. It was time that the production experts made the frame and hydraulics of the 17,500-pound T-Rex appear more realistic. They stayed late one night to glue the foam rubber skin onto the construct. After the T-Rex was powered up and held in an open-mouth pose, the FX guy, Alan Scott, crawled into the beast to finish attaching the long exterior skin. Unfortunately, the power went out in the entire studio. The hydraulics stopped, and the power started going down, with Scott in the middle of it all. It wasn't until the machine came to a complete stop that Scott realized he wouldn't get hurt. The huge head dropped down until the nose was a couple of feet from the ground, and 3 or 4 guys pried open the jaw and pulled him out. Number 11. Alien Resurrection. Basketball shot. Sigourney Weaver, who played Ellen Ripley, was asked to make a behind-the-back, half-court basketball shot. To prepare, Weaver practiced basketball with a coach for 3 weeks, but at a shorter distance than what the scene calls for. The director initially intended to shoot the scene with the hoop added in post-production, but Weaver performed the over-the-shoulder, no-look shot in one take without special effects. Pay attention to the crew's genuine reactions.
Something of a predator, isn't she?
Yeah, she continues to make us all very proud.
In the comment section below, share your thoughts about these and other horror movie facts. Remember to subscribe and check out these other intriguing horror insights. See you next time.